malaki man o sa maliit na paraan, pwede kang maging bayani sa sarili mong kakayahan. Kwentong Bayani, Kwentong Bayani. Kwentong Bayani, Kwentong Bayani.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat mga kasama. At Sabado na naman, welcome po sa Kwentong Bayani. At mula po naman dito sa RMN DZXL 558 Manila, Jenny Pahilanga, Ranjuman Jenny Pahilanga. And of course, mula po naman syempre sa bahagi naman ng BCYF. Dahil ang programang ito hatid sa inyo ng RMN at ng BCYF. Ang aking partner, Jojo Armenta. Partner, good morning. Ayan na si partner Jojo. Wala pa. Okay, sige. Ayan partner, good morning naman. Nakita ko ng kagandahan mo.
Naririnig mo ba ako, partner Jenny?
Naririnig. Loud and clear.
Hi, good morning po sa ating lahat. Magandang Sabado po sa ating mga listeners and viewers. Partner Jenny, kamusta ka ngayong umaga?
Oo nga, Berna, partner, mabuti. Dahil counting the days, 106 days.
Yes. Christmas na. Merry Christmas, partner.
Birthday muna nating dalawa.
Ewan ka pala, no? November, At nafe-feel ko na rin yung, yung mix ng, wala nang masyadong ulan, yung mix ng simoy ng hangin na pa-December.
Ay, gusto ko yan.
Medyo mainit na din.
Oo nga, sana magtuloy-tuloy, partner. Nako, at ngayong September 10 na ito, ano bang magiging kaabang-abang sa araw na ito para sa ating episode, partner Jojo?
For September po, we are celebrating in BCYF the Philippine Social Responsibility Month. So one of the core celebrations talaga yan ng BCYF na foundation. And it's we are going to invite guests na maririnig natin ang kanilang mga kwento on how they imbibe the personal social responsibility.
So that's good. Kaya umpisahan natin, partner. Gusto nating malaman yan. Pero bago yan, tumutok ho kayo sa RMN DZXL 558 Manila. Partner, pakilike and share nila yung ating program at sa YouTube channel. Pakilike and subscribe. DZXL 558. Partner, excited na ako. Sino ba ating guest?
Ako rin, excited na ako. Actually, he's not also very new in our in the foundation. Our guest for this morning po ay 2021 National Awardee for Most Inspiring Filipino Professional and Youth Leader in the Countryside by the East Pacific Luminaire Awards. And also 2022 National Awardee Most Remarkable Young Lawyer and Youth Advocate of the Year by the Dangal ng Lahi Awards. Of course, National Awardee siya ng Benita and Catherina Foundation CSR Youth Awards in 2019 for the Young Professional category. The founder and President Emeritus of Boris Youth Leadership Institute or BYLI. Ladies and gentlemen, ang ating kasama ngayong umaga, a lawyer, an educator, a volunteer, and a multi-awarded youth leader, Attorney Mark Boris. Good morning, Mark.
Attorney Mark. Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Jen and Miss Jojo. Thank you very much for inviting me in your program. Mabuhay kayo.
Parang
napaka-fresh naman. Nahiya naman ako sa pagka-professional ni Attorney Mark, ha? Napaka-fresh.
How are you?
Batat lang.
Yes. How are you, Attorney Mark, today?
Mabuti naman po. I'm very, very happy to be a part of your program this morning. Thank you.
Ayan. Ano ba yun? Tell us more something muna ba about yourself, Sir Mark? Ayan, pinagkakaabalahan.
Yeah, I'm a very dynamic person. Jojo knows that. Aside from being a government employee, I'm also managing my own youth organization, yung Boris Youth Leadership Institute Incorporated, where we manage several programs, 6 different programs with different projects nationwide. And aside from that, I also teach in the College of Law in one law school in Rojas City, Capiz.
Oh, that's good. Nako, kumakapit ako dyan sa mga mga pinagkakaabalahan ni Sir, ni Attorney. Anyway, Attorney Mark, eto no, una-una naming tanong po sa'yo, na gusto rin nating malaman, paano po kayo naging bahagi ng BCYF, Attorney?
Actually, nakita ko lang yung BCYF na CSR Youth Award sa Facebook. So, I reviewed the criteria at parang medyo pasok naman tayo sa criteria. So, I applied in 2019. So, yun, I was lucky enough to be the national awardee for professional category sa CSR Youth Awards. 2019 nakilala ko yung BCYF. So hanggang ngayon patuloy tayong sumusuporta sa programa ng BCYF.
So pala partner Jojo, Attorney Mark, search ka lang. Tapos nakita mo lang.
Oo, nakita ko lang sa Facebook eh.
I remember, Mark, ako pa yung sumagot dun sa inquiry mo dun.
Wow!
Yes. oo.
I remember that time, he messaged the Facebook page.
Galing.
And we were really seeking for young people, young professionals, student in the student category. And Mark was really one of the remarkable nominees.
Galing.
Oo.
Of course,
Tapos kami, we had an online interview, di ba? Parang virtual yung ating screening through an interview. At saka may final interview sa Manila. I went there sa BGC, di ba? I was there together with the other finalists or nominees. Naku, Miss Jen, Miss Jojo, nakilala ko yung ibang mga awardees doon, mga finalists. Sabi ko, ang gagaling nila, maraming mga kabataang Pilipino ang maraming nang nagawa sa community nila. So during the awarding, sabi ko, to be part of the finalists is already a great privilege, no? Pero pinalad tayo sa awa ng Diyos, pinalad tayong maging national awardee.
Wow, galing.
Pero may singit ko lang, no? Ano bang naging impact ng CSR Youth Award to you professionally and personally, Mark?
Professionally siguro, it confirms lang dun sa mga ginagawa natin sa community. Kasi yung BCYF naman would like to recognize young people, mga young professionals na may mga nagawa sa community. Parang the impact is that mas lalong na-challenge ako to do more, mas lalong ipagpatuloy yung mga nasimulan.
Wow, galing, di ba, partner?
Yes. At yun, dahil dyan, we also would like to ask, no, ano ba yung personal advocacy mo, Attorney Mark? And of course, we know that this became a factor why you became why you become a national CSR Youth Awardee.
Yung focus ko sa advocacy is nation building through youth empowerment. Because I always believe that investing with the young people will give us a bountiful return, not only to this generation but also to the next generation. Kasi we all know naman, influence din tayo ni Dr. Jose Rizal, ang kabataan, ang pag-asa ng ating bayan. And that saying of Dr. Jose Rizal is still very, very relevant up to this time. So we start with the young people because we believe that if we start with the young people, we teach them good values, we teach them leadership, they will also become good fathers and mothers in their families. And if we build good families, we build good communities.
Correct.
And if we build good communities, we will surely make this country a great nation again.
Naku, parang nasa Miss Universe na naman ako.
And that's it, tapusin na po natin.
May nanalo na.
Wala na.
Oo, grabe ha.
Uwi na ako, attorney.
Papatikim pa lang yan, partner Jen.
Ang galing, attorney. Oo. Ano gusto ko yun na yung building a nation, Kasi talagang pagka nga naman talaga ang mga kabataan, totoong pag-asa ng bayan, partner Jojo, Attorney Mark, talagang wala na eh. Eto na yun eh. Maganda na, maayos na yung bansa natin. Di ba?
Correct.
Okay. So, eto na ang yung third question, Attorney Mark. Parang Miss Universe, attorney Okay. Ano po sa palagay nyo, attorney, na kayo po ay naparangalan o nabigyan po ng, sabi nga, awarded as National CSR Youth Awardee? Ano ang sa palagay mo naging mga dahilan, no? Bakit sabi nga nag-stood out yung advocacy mo na ikaw ay mabigyan ng parangal na ito? Maganda itong parangal sa iyo na award sa iyo na National CSR Youth Awardee.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Jen. Yung focus kasi ng BCYF is CSR, citizenship, sustainability, and responsibility. I believe na award yung CSR Youth Award sa akin kasi I qualify to these three different categories, no? Citizenship, as I have said, we have to invest with the young people. So other people would like to invest sa mga properties, sa mga jewelry, sa mga gadgets. Yung investment nating kabataan. The return may not be immediate, but it's long-term. We We teach young people to become volunteers for the country. We teach young people to become active citizens because they should always be part of the solution and not of the problem. The second is sustainability. I was asked in the interview, bakit na-sustain yung 10 years? At that time, parang 10 years pa lang yung organization, di ba? Bakit na-sustain for 10 years? Why did you make this program very sustainable? Kasi yung foundation very important. Kailangan itanim sa isip at sa puso ng ating mga kabataan na sila ang magiging pag-asa ng ating bayan.
Tama.
And responsibility, kasi I always believe na kailangan nating bigyan ng responsibility yung ating mga kabataan. If we want them to be the leaders of tomorrow, we have to give them responsibility. We have a program wherein yung mga kabataan mismo, yung nag-identify ng problem sa community, sila ang nagpo-propose ng solution sa problem nila sa community, sila din ang nag-i-implement. So we teach them responsibility. So I think with that, ngayon, nag-12 years na yung organization. I think with all those three categories of the award, I believe I was able to make it and was able to meet the criteria. That's why I'm here. I was I was the national awardee.
Attorney Mark, partner Jojo, bago sa next question, sabi mo pumupunta kayo para alamin yung problema ng community. Pwede po ba kayo magbigay ng halimbawa kahit man lang yung maliit na problemang nalaman ninyo at paano po ito tinutugunan ninyo, Attorney Mark?
Ito kasi po yung yung tinatawag naming Kilos Kabataan Project. So ito yung sinasabi kong project kung saan yung mga kabataan mismo ang nag-identify ng problem sa community, they propose a solution, and then they implement a project. So there's a group of young people sa isang school sa may Pampanga. Okay? It's Philippine Science High School in Pampanga. So sila mismo pumunta sa isang community sa Kanaynayan sa Zambales. They went there, they identified the problem. So yung unang problema na identify nila is yung walang library sa isang ETA. Take note, it's an ETA community with 100 of members sa isang tribo.
Okay.
So what they did is they identified the problem. There was no library in that community. So simply lang, they gathered the resources. They used the fund that we gave, the 10,000 seed grant. They used that in order to put up a library in that ETA community. So yung mga kabataan pumunta sa bundok, sa Kanaynayan ng Zambales, and then were able to set up a library. So simple lang yung problema. Yung kabataan mismo nag-identify, kabataan mismo ang nag-provide ng solution, and with our seed grant of 10,000 pesos, they were able to implement that project. Kami mismo pumunta doon sometime in 2018. We went there, we saw the project, we saw the community, we saw how the project was implemented.
Wow, isipin mo yan, library. Pero malaking bagay yun, partner Jojo.
Yeah, totoo yan. Education literacy is very crucial, especially sa mga community na hindi naaabot ng tulong talaga ng government-wide, no? So it's good that there are initiatives like that you guys do para sa mga community. Ang question ko naman na follow-up doon ay, in your observation, Attorney Mark, ano yung epekto ng mga paggawa ng projects ito ng mga kabataan sa kanila mismo? Like, what were your observations that affects them? But like, ano yung impact ng mga ginagawa nila sa sarili nila, sa personal ng mga kabataang to?
Simply lang, they're able to see themselves, right? They're able to see what they can do. They're able to see their own power. They're able to see that in just simple project, they can transform the community. Malaking impact yun sa kanila. Kaya, with that impact, they can realize, or they were able to realize, that with their simple act of being a bayani, di ba? Being a hero,
The word
they
bayani.
were able to transform a community. Realization, they're part of that solution. They're part of identifying the problem. They're part of the solution. Simple acts can make them become akabayani or bayani or hero.
Oh, 'di ba? Bayani, kwentong bayani talaga.
Yes. I relate mo yun, partner.
Oo. At pero bago tayo magbigay ng ating susunod na tanong kay Attorney Mark, painumin muna natin siya ng kape o tubig. Attorney, partner, tayo muna magbibigay daan, Kuya Ray, sa ating ilang mga paalaala. Huwag po kayo nga alis, maganda ho yung usapan namin ni partner Jojo ni Attorney Mark. Pabalik po agad ang programang
Kwentong Bayani.
Dan 25.
Kwentong Bayani. Kwentong Bayani. Kasama si Jojo Armenta at Radyoman Jenny Pahilanga sa Kwentong Bayani.
Oras Dan 28. Balik tayo sa programang Kwentong Bayani. Kasama pa rin po ang inyong Radyoman Jenny Pahilanga. And of course, my partner. Hello, partner Jojo and Attorney Mark.
Morning po muli sa ating lahat. Kasama po natin si Attorney Mark Boris, the founder of Boris Institute Incorporated.
Ayan. Good morning ulit, Attorney Mark.
Good morning again.
Ayan. Okay. So, eto na. Partner, okay na, no? Tanong ko na yung next question to
Sure.
Attorney Mark. Attorney, ano-ano po ito? Kasi ngayon, nagdaan tayo sa pandemya. Kumbaga, ito new normal na tayo. And in the coming days, pinag-uusapan na nga kung voluntaryo na lang ang pagsusuot ng face mask, partner, di ba? Attorney Mark. So, eto na. Ano yung mga ano po yung mga challenges? Ayan, magandang pag-usapan yan eh. Ano yung mga challenges ninyo sa organization po ninyo ngayon that we are of course in the new normal? And please, ano po yung ginagawa din ninyo? Syempre, pag may mga challenges, yung solution din. Sama na natin, Attorney.
Sige. Mabuti naman at naitanong mo yan. No? So, 2020, nagsimula tayo sa pandemic. So, more than 2 years na tayo, di ba, na lumalaban sa pandemyang ito. We usually have training programs. We usually have outreach activities. And we usually have youth camps. Pero, some of those programs were suspended during the pandemic. Pero we're able to continue with some other programs despite the pandemic. Ibig sabihin na to, patuloy na nabubuhay yung organization kahit na may pandemic. Alam naman natin, everyone was affected by the pandemic. Siguro yung major challenge namin dito is yung financial operation ng aming organization. So it was only mga 2 or 3 years ago when we started to collect membership fees from our active members. Kasi dati wala eh. We, out of sense of volunteerism, we personally contribute our personal resources. We solicit funds from partnerships with organizations and local government units. So yun yung major challenge namin kasi we all know yung mga members namin affected then with that pandemic. The other one is how do we keep them stay? May pandemic man or wala. Diba? We become a growing community of nation builders. But how do we keep them stay? Usually, we have this annual fellowship program where we gather back our young leaders, our alumni, our partners, and sponsors. We also give awards to our active volunteers. Meron tayong Volunteer Service Award, yung sa mga volunteers namin na very active for that particular year. And yung mga performing volunteers and members namin, we also give them the Pagdayaw Award. Yung mga members and volunteers na mga board passers, because I know part din ng struggle nila sa college and eventually sa review and become a licensed professional. And this new normal, we continue to conduct our programs face-to-face if allowed by the health protocols. And at the same time, kung hindi pwede, we do it virtual. So medyo blessing talaga yung pandemic, no? Mas marami kaming trainings virtually compared sa walang pandemic. Imagine, we're able to initiate new programs during the pandemic. We have the Project Padayon, we have the Project Elevate. We're able also to conduct yung virtual speakers training. So, hindi lang negative impact yung pandemic, meron din positive.
Dami palang programa, no, partner Jojo, nila Attorney.
So, curious lang kami ni partner Jenny and Mark, aside from dun sa na-mention mong programs kanina, and also dun sa project nyo with the AITA community, yung grants, no? Ano-ano pa yung mga programang ginagawa nyo, even outside Western Visayas, that you think really create an impact?
Siguro I would focus, aside from those Kilos Kabataan project where we were able to implement 12 projects in 11 different communities nationwide. Aside from that, I would siguro focus on the impact ng mga programa sa mga volunteers namin. You know, imagine Miss Jen and Miss Jojo, BYLI survived for the past 12 years because of our volunteers.
Yeah.
And we become a growing community of volunteers. Kasi we want to raise the standard of volunteerism in BYLI. If they have to spend their personal money for the community, then they have to. Yung impact nun kasi, they're able to build not only network but also family. They're able to see the vision, the bigger picture, kasi kailangan nilang makita yung vision. Kailangan nilang makita kung ano yung reason why you do the things, why you love to do the things you do. Kasi pag wala yan, wala. They will not stay. They will just be there for a moment, temporarily. So yung personal impact ng mga different programs, yung network na na-create nila, at saka yung realization that they are part of a bigger community. They're able to develop something greater than themselves.
Galing, partner.
Ako, na-curious din ako dito, Attorney Mark, no? Kasi sa dami-dami mong ginagawa, ever since nakilala kita, you're a government employee until now?
Yes po, yes po.
Oo. What's the daily routine for Attorney Mark Boris? Can you share that to us? Kasi there's a lot of, our audience kasi are mostly professionals, young professionals, who are also, kasi, syempre mga networks ng BCYF, who are also juggling with personal and also volunteer work. What's the daily routine of Attorney Mark Boris?
Siguro, kanino ka bumabangon?
Ay, wow, para kanino ka bumabangon?
Teka lang, attorney, magkakape muna ako.
Everyday, ano yung hugot mo? Kanino ka bumabangon everyday?
Tama.
Basically, para sa bayan, para sa mga kabataan. Kasi pag wala yung motivation, you will not, hindi ka tatayo sa bed mo and do a lot of things. So usual routine ng government employee, di ba? You report to office, 8 in the morning, and then you go out 5 in the afternoon. But in the middle of that, if there are some opportunities na wala ka namang maraming ginagawa, I build network through social media. I was able, imagine, you maximize the use of social media. I was able to invite speakers through social media. I was able to build network through social media. Like BCYF. Hindi ko kilala yung BCYF dati, di ba? But because of the social media, yung responsible use of social media, we're able to build network. And in the evening, meron akong classes sa College of Law, sometimes MWF, sometimes TTH, and then yung weekends, of course, pag may time, we do volunteer work. Kung may mga activities kami, we do overtime work. Not only during weekends, sometimes during weekdays in the evening. And then, other than that, you spend time also with your family. You spend time with the young people. That keeps me alive.
And looks young.
And looks
young.
And you look young.
Oo.
Thank you.
Parang nasa 20s pa lang no? Si Ato.
Oo.
Yung datingan
Talaga ba?
Actually, partner Jenny, before tayo mag-on air, minessage ko si Attorney Mark.
Oh.
He was also one of the regional finalists for 10 outstanding students of the Philippines in Western Visayas.
Oh.
And that's 2003. So, huwag yun na pong
Alam na
competent.
nila. Alam lang yung dad ko.
Huwag yun na pong competent. And I was part of the TOSP din. 2013 naman. So, 10 years ako.
At puro may
10
3
years yung gap namin.
Puro may 3 sa dulo.
Oo nga, perfect. So sabi ko, wow, it doesn't show. It doesn't show na, ganun talaga yung effect, no, Attorney Mark.
The
Correct me
secreto.
if I'm wrong. Pagkasama mo ang mga kabataan, at
Kabataan.
you're doing your passion.
Oo. Kaya tayo, kay attorney tayo kasi kabataan Hindi, anong sikreto? Sabi nga ni partner Jojo, bakit napapanatili yung gano'n? Talagang malaki yung impact na pag mga kabataan yung, yung...
Tanungin natin si Attorney Mark dyan.
Oo, attorney.
Oo, kasi you feel young if you are with the young people, di ba? Nakakasabay ka dapat sa mga nangyayari sa buong mundo, nakakasabay ka kung what is in and what is out. You know, if it's part of your passion, by the way, when we talk about passion, you talk about suffering, di ba? Like Passion of Christ. You talk about suffering. But if it is really your passion, no matter how difficult it is, di ba? You will continue to do the things that you love to do. Kaya sinasabi ko sa mga kabataan, are you serious with the things that you do or with the things you are passionate to do? Because if you're not serious, you will not make it. You will not be great.
Yeah.
Because if you are serious, if you're passionate with the things that you do, you have to be ready to pay the price. If you want to be great someday, you have to be ready to pay the price. Look at Jesus Christ. He became great, right?
Yeah.
But he has to pay the price. He has to die on the cross.
Oh.
Rizal became great, but he has to die. But I'm not saying we have to die in order to be great. I'm just saying that we have to be ready to pay the price. So if you're with the young people, iba yung mga pinag-uusapan, iba yung feeling na you still with the young people kasi you feel young.
That's great.
So, alam mo na, partner Jenny.
Kuna. Oo. Kaya kay attorney tayo sasama. Young.
Correct. At nakakatuwa naman dahil na-refresh din yung mga minds natin, and then na-refresh na if you're someone who's working full-time in a corporate or in government, and you're also passionate in doing volunteer work. That's why I asked nga si Attorney Mark kanina, ano ba yung daily ginagawa mo? Kasi some people are really struggling with that, juggling two things in a time. So, maganda din na i-share natin para ma-refresh yung mga nakikinig na, okay, I can still do volunteer work even if I'm working full-time or if I have a business. So, maganda yung na-i-share mo yan.
Correct.
Yes, that's true, Miss Jen and Jo, yung iniisip ng iba, sometimes, busy ako sa work. We don't usually use the word busy at work, or we don't usually use the word busy. Because pag wala ka ng time matulog, then you're busy.
Gano'n.
So what we use as a language in our organization is we use the word dynamic. We're not busy, we're just dynamic.
Okay. Makabuluhan, di ba? Para mas maganda. Okay. Yes, partner? Ayan.
Oo. Kaya, yun din ang gagamitin ko pag tinatanong ako, are you busy? No. I'm just dynamic. Wow! Natutunan ko yan kay Attorney Mark.
Word for the day. Anong word for the day natin, partner?
Dynamic.
I'm not busy.
Well, I'm not busy. I'm just dynamic.
Yeah.
Wow. Ay, thank you. Quotable quote.
Thank you,
At ito naman, matanong ko kay Attorney Mark, ano ba yung mga strategies nyo in the organization that you guys use and implement para ma-communicate yung message nyo to your target audience?
Malaki yung importance ng social media. We maximize, as I have said, and as I have shared earlier, it's very important that we use social media and maximize the use of it because nandyan lahat yung mga kabataan. Diyan nila nakikita yung mga makabuluhang bagay at diyan rin nila nakikita yung mga hindi dapat nila makita, di ba? Or hindi dapat nila mabasa or hindi nila dapat marinig. Responsible use of social media. We communicate our message according to our core values. We communicate the message according to the values of the organization. We communicate the message according to the things that we want to do. So that's very important kasi yung iba, they just take a photo kasi nag-activity sila without any message at all. You will never inspire other people. Baka sabihin nila, pakulo lang yan, or sabihin nila, we just do it for publicity. So it's very important yung messaging through social media.
Mm-mm.
And of course, very important then, as I will always emphasize that you have to communicate the same message sa mga kasama mo sa organization, yung mga volunteers and members, kasi they have to see the vision, they have to see the message, otherwise they will be lost.
Tama yan, maganda yan. Pero ito kasi attorney, marami sa mga kabataan natin ngayon, syempre sumunod din sa kagaya mong nangyapak mo, who wants to be, sabi nga, maging maganda. From you, attorney, kasi kanina marami tayong mga natututunan from you. Ang dami namin talagang natutunan ng mga magagandang ginagawa mo, achievements, of course, kasama yung youth organization. Pero ano po yung maipapayo nyo sa mga kabataan natin, speaking of the young people, na who wants to make a difference, Gagaya mo, ayan, and don't know where to start. Ano po ang may papayo mo, attorney?
Maybe I can share two major things, and these are basic.
Okay.
Okay, number one siguro, they have to know their core. They have to know themselves. They have to know what are the things that they love to do. They have to know the reason behind the things that they want to do. Kasi pag wala yan, then you will be lost. You will not have a proper perspective. You will not have a proper direction. Kasi kami sa BYLI, if we conduct trainings, we always start with the self-awareness. Because if they know themselves, they will understand themselves. If they understand themselves, they will have self-direction. And if they have self-direction, they will make good decisions. So very important that they go back to themselves. Ano bang gusto kong gawin? Ano ba ang dapat kong gawin? Because if you understand yourself, you will start to develop identifying things which are greater than yourselves. Yan mo rin malalaman because the more you know yourself, the more you will know your creator kasi, di ba? If you know your creator, you will know ano ang plano niya sa buhay mo.
Okay.
Kasi mga kabataan din, yung iba, they live a different purpose. Or the worst is, they live a purpose not in accordance with the will of God. Very important yun. Kasi I believe yung the most tragic incident is not death actually. It's living a life without a purpose or living a life with a wrong purpose. So go back to yourself. Know your creator kasi if you know your creator, you will know His plan for you. Kasi diba, yung cellphone, sino ba ang nakakaalam kung anong purpose ng cellphone? The one who created or invented the cell phone. So very important that you know your core. If you want to develop an advocacy, for example, for environment, if you want to develop an advocacy for nation building, the second thing that you should do is decide to do it. Meron kang, you know what to do, but you did not start doing what you want to do. So first things first, know your core, know your purpose, know your values. The second one is decide to do it. Decide to lead. Decide to do the things that you want to do. Kasi maraming mga feeling magaling, but they have not started to do things that really make them feel good in accordance to that particular purpose given to you by God. So know your core and decide to do according to your core.
Yun. Yun ang maganda talaga, no? Meron kang gusto mo na mangyari, di ba? And paano pag may mga challenges? Paano yan, Attorney Mark, di ba? Alam mo yung goal mo, pero may mga challenges. Paano yun? Ano mapapayo mo din doon?
I would always advise them, along the way, the path to success or the path to greatness is not always straight. There will be challenges.
Correct.
If there will be challenges, go back to your core. Okay? Go back to the reason why you do the things that you do. Because hindi ka maliligaw. Hindi ka maliligaw. You will not miss the point. Along the way, may challenges. Then go back to your core. Bakit ko ba ginagawa to in the first place?
Focus ka talaga doon.
Focus ka doon sa goal. focus ka doon sa core values mo, focus ka doon sa core mo, focus ka doon sa purpose mo.
Parang
Because
sinasabi,
that will keep you moving.
oo,
Okay?
parang
That will keep you motivated.
oo, parang simple. If you want to be a great leader, kahit anong challenges, balik-balik ka doon, balik. Anong ano mo, core mo, anong gusto mo, maging great leader, sige, di ba? Ganon yan, di ba,
Oo.
partner Jojo? Oo.
Mm-mm. Kaya nakakatuwa naman dahil meron tayong isang kabataan. I still consider yung kabataan, no, Attorney Mark. Meron tayong isang kabataan na katulad ni Attorney Mark who really stepped out of his comfort zone and started this institute for young people. And that's why ito yung mga gusto nating i-guess dito, partner Jenny sa Kwentong Bayani. Ito talaga yung mga modern heroes Hindi na yung mga traditional na kailangan mong mamatay, 'di ba? It's not So ito yung mga gusto nating stories na marinig para ma-inspire, ma-motivate pa yung ating mga listeners.
Oo.
At ano ba ang dapat naming abangan sa Boris Leadership Institute, Attorney Mark? Yung mga next best thing.
Yeah, last year, we created chapters para ma-disseminate naman yung mga programs at saka mga other projects ng BYLI. So, we initially started with 3 chapters, yung BYLI Capiz chapter, yung BYLI Iloilo City chapter, and BYLI Iloilo Province chapter. Ang mga chapters na ito, meron silang mga adapted communities. So, there will be implementing sustainable projects in their different adapted communities. Yung sa BYLI Capiz chapter is nasa Barangay Libas, Roa City, Capiz. Yung Iloilo City chapter, meron silang adapted community sa Ahoy, Iloilo. At saka yung sa Iloilo Province chapter, meron silang adapted community sa Concepcion, Iloilo. And this coming months, we will also be launching our Kilos Kabataan for Social Enterprise. So ito naman, Kilos Kabataan, pero naka-focus lang siya sa social enterprise. And then we will be launching also our Batang Ilonggo shirt that will be part of our income generating project to sustain the different programs of BYLI. So it's a Batang Ilonggo shirt. Pag anak ka ng or pinanganak ka or may relatives ka from Iloilo, you can be considered a son or daughter of Iloilo. So watch out for that.
Oy, dami, At magtatapos ng taon yan, umaapaw ang mga programa.
Correct.
Attorney, di ba? Yan ang maganda. Okay. So, Attorney, halimbawa, yung mga kabataan natin ngayon gustong mag-join. Saan ba ka pwedeng bisitahin at makita namin yung mga programa ninyo? At saka, pwede rin kayong sila pwede ba yun? Sila maging bahagi niyan? Paano po, Attorney?
Yes, they can visit our Facebook page, facebook.com/BYLI official, or i-type lang nila Boris Youth Leadership Institute Incorporated. They can also connect with us through, aside from Facebook, through Instagram and Twitter.
Ayun, dami pala, partner Jojo, lahat ma-reach out natin.
Yes. Attorney Mark, open ba kayo for collaboration sa mga other organization? Saan nila pwede kayong i-email, ganyan, para mag-send out sila ng proposal and all?
Yes, we're very much open to partnerships and collaboration. In fact, we highly encourage that because that's one of our goals. Yung goal 6 namin is partnership and established network with different organizations from different sectors. So still, they can reach us through our Facebook page, through our Twitter and Instagram.
Ayan. Hindi lang yan pang Western Visayas, Attorney Mark? Pwede din sa Manila.
Yes.
Okay. That's good. Ayan. Okay.
Okay, partner, siguro bigyan natin ng pagkakataon si Attorney para anyayahan at muli bigyan po ng magandang mensahe yung ating mga kabataan ngayon at for everybody na rin, Attorney Mark. Go ahead po.
Yes, thank you very much of DZXL for the invitation. Yung mensahe ko lang sa mga kabataan, know your core, develop something that is greater than yourself because we are not just alone in this world. We are part of a greater community. We are part of a global village. So know your core. Make something that will make you happy, that is part of the purpose of God into your life. Okay? So I'm sure great leaders do not wait for things to happen. They make things happen.
Ay, gusto ko na naman yun. Paulit ko na naman.
Makabigat naman ng ending words.
Teka, ililista ko. Mamaya uulitin ko tong video na to. Ililista
Kailangan ko ng tissue. At naka-live, yung mga sinabi po ni Attorney Mark, pwede nyo pong i-replay sa DZXL, Facebook, and YouTube. At yan po ay pwede nyo ulit mapakinggan. If may mga na-miss ko yung quotable quotes na gusto nyo gamitin for social media, ayan, pwede nyo pong ulitin ang replay ng live na ito.
Oo nga. Pero teka, gusto ko ulitin. If you want to be, attorney, if you want to be...
Great leaders do not wait for things to happen. They make things happen.
They make things happen. Okay.
Yes, parang Makati lang. Okay, so maraming salamat, Attorney Mark, for your time. I know you're super busy, pero pinanyayahan mo kami na makasama ka namin ngayong umaga. Thank you so much.
Attorney.
And we're so pleasure and honored to be in your presence. Na makasama ka ngayong umaga.
Okay, thank you, Attorney.
I'm also honored to be part of your program. Come and visit us also in Iloilo or in campus.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Attorney. God bless po, more power.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Partner Jojo, si Attorney pala ay nasa Iloilo?
Taga Iloilo talaga siya. Sa Western, Western Visayas. Oo.
Malalambing ang mga Ilonggo. Diba?
At napakadaming, actually, partner dyan, in reality, napakadaming social change makers sa parteng Visayas talaga, lalo na sa Iloilo. Like, they're very open-minded with that, like, creating projects, putting up organizations.
Galing. Oo. And with that, partner, ano pang aabangan ng ating mga nakikinig at nanonood next Saturday naman? And for BCYF, go ahead.
Yes, at ongoing na po ang search for this year's CSR Youth Awards. Ayan nga po, so inaanyayahan namin kayo. Invite namin kayo mag-nominate ng mga young professional, even students, pwede din po yan. Basta po, pasok sa mga qualification at sa category namin, go lang po mag-nominate kayo. You can visit the website of BCYF, bcyfoundation.org, and the Facebook page para po mag-inquire at mag-send ng mga list of nominees.
Ayan, go na kayo, bisitahin nyo na at pakishare and like na po ang ating program. Abangan nila ulit next week, partner, ating program. Nasa yung pagkakataon, partner Jojo.
Yes,
please.
Tuloy-tuloy pa rin po tayo. Pag-uusapan natin ang personal social responsibility as we celebrate the Philippine Social Responsibility Month. So abangan nyo po yan, ang mga susunod namin mga panauhin dito sa Kwentong Bayani, and also yung mga projects and programs ng BCYF from different parts of the Philippines. I-announce po yan sa Facebook page. Abangan nyo po yan.
Yeah.
At maraming salamat po sa mga nakikinig at nakinig. Viewers and listeners dito sa amin sa Sabado ng umagang ito. Thank you so much. Muli, from BCYF, from Benita and Catalina Foundation, ako po si Jojo Armet.
At wala naman po sa Arman DZXL 558 Manila, Radyo Manjani, Pahilanga. Abangan niyo po muli kami ni partner Jojo at ang aming mga magiging panauhin pa next Saturday sa buong buwan ito ng Setyembre and this of course year 2022. Maraming salamat at hanggang sa susunod, abangan niyo po muli kami dito sa programang
Kwentong Bayani.